Yes, fine. Let everyone join. Let everyone join. Huh. In the question, what they have said, you are given a gas nitrogen under the isobaric process. Point 1 of nitrogen, its temperature was changed by 300 Kelvin. We don't know temperature is increased or decreased. If not given, we'll say it is increased. If not given, we'll take it as positive value, delta T as positive value. We'll say temperature is increased. They want to find us out that what is the amount of work done by the gas, that is W equal to question mark, and they means now they just they are just out of the variety of the question. Joule per Kelvin per mole. Fine, sir. Even if they have not given, we could have always taken it as 8.3. Actually, it is 8.314, but that makes the calculations little bit complex. So we will generally take 8.3, not that 8.314. We will take it as 8.3. Fine. So this is the question. This is the question. So what to do? Tell me fast. Tell me fast. Isobaric. P delta V is the formula. Volume data not given. Delta T data given. Again the obvious questions. Again the obvious question. We will use NR delta T. That's it. Isobaric है ना P delta V or NR delta T. Okay, P delta V or NR delta T. Okay. So write down work done by the gas is equal to NR delta T. What is N? 0.1. What is R? 8.3. What is delta T? 300. Do this multiplication and tell me the answer as something point something into 10 raised to something. Arrange the decimal point after first digit. What is in this bracket? Arrange the decimal point after first non-zero digit. Do the calculation on your own. Now that is your task. Sir, one multiply करला काय अवघड नाही. Multiplication by 1 is an easy task. How can you write 24.9? You should have written 2.49. You should have written 2.49. I said that arrange the decimal point after the first non-zero digit, which is general method or general trend. Okay, sir, fine. Let us move on to the next question. Question number 24. Question number 24. Let us solve it. The heat energy given to the system in the isothermal process is used in isothermal sa delta Q or Q is equal to question mark. Q is used in increasing temperature and doing external work. Doing external work only. Increasing internal energy and increasing temperature and doing the work. अरे बापरे, काय दिले बघा. First option is increasing internal energy. Second is increasing temperature and doing external work. Doing external work only. Increasing internal energy, increasing temperature and doing external work. Okay, let's see. Isothermal. Let's see, Q is used in. Generally, Q is used in two tasks. Delta U and W, increasing internal energy and doing external work. Generally Q is used in this this and this generally, but it is isothermal. But for isothermal, changing temperature 0. Now we will assume a gaseous system. And write delta U equal to 0. So heat is not being used for changing temperature. Heat is not being used for changing internal energy. Then heat is being used for what? Then heat is being used for doing external work only. So Q is used in doing external work only. Write down fundamentals. These are the fundamentals. You are already prepared for such kind of questions. Yesterday's and the lecture before yesterday, those lectures are enough to answer all such kind of questions, because we have covered each and every single point. We have applied first law of thermodynamics to each and every process in detail. So such kind of questions will be very easy for you now. 24 झाला, 25 करूया आपण. Question number 25. Let's do it. Question number 25. For a given mass of a gas, okay, for a given mass of a gas, so it means given number of moles also. Pressure volume diagram for the isothermal variations at temperatures T1 and T2 Kelvin are shown in the figure. So there is a pressure volume graph for isothermal variation or isothermal process. Two isothermal curves we are given. Those curves are called as isotherms. These curves are called as isotherms. Okay. So this curve was drawn when temperature was constant maintained at T1, and this curve was drawn when temperature was constant maintained at T2. Then what is the relation between, option number A, what is the relation between temperatures T2 equals to T1? Option number B, T1 more than T2. Comparison questions means little bit analysis is required. T1 less than T2. Instead of mathematics, now they want you to do a kind of comparison, kind of analysis. Option number D, our favorite option. Information is incomplete to decide about the temperatures. Yes, they are saying insufficient data. Bola. There should be some method, right? There should be some logical reasoning for this question. Good. केलंय आपण असं? Have we did curve shifting problems? Curve shifting problem शिकवला होता? Tell me yes no. Isothermal चा curve shifting problem शिकवला होता की नाही? Yes, शिकवला होता. So how to do the comparison? Very simple task. Draw a straight line. Draw a straight line and observe at given volume. Observe at given volume. Let's observe at given volume. So both the gases are following this law. Sorry, given gases, both the curves are drawn for ideal gas, and the same gas is given to you. So PV equal to nRT. PV equal to nRT. We are keeping volume same. Along this line, we will draw a vertical line. We are keeping volume same for both the curves. We are keeping volume same. So बाळांनो volume same आहे. Now from moving from T1 to T2, pressure increasing. Initially pressure was P1 here, let's say, and finally pressure is P2 here. So from moving from one curve to another curve, या curve कडून T1 curve कडून curve number 1, curve number 2. While moving from curve number 1 to curve number 2, pressure is increasing. Pressure is increasing. So certainly, see, number of moles are not changing. R is universally constant. If pressure has increased, temperature must have been increased. Temperature must have been increased. Are you getting this? Because this law is satisfied at this point, also at this point. What I want to say is, I want to write this: P1V is equal to nRT1 and P2V is equal to nRT2. Barabar? Now, what data we have? The data that we have is this equation is satisfied at this point. The same equation is also satisfied at this point. So if you do not understand this, leave it apart. Write this equation at this point. PV equal to nRT. Volume तर भीच है. Volume is same for both the graphs. So instead of writing V1 and V2, you just write V and V. Okay, sir, fine. Now you just take the ratio. Write the equation, ideal gas equation at this point, write the ideal gas equation at this point, keeping the volume same. Yes sir, we did it. Now take the ratio. So equation 1 upon equation 2. A standard method is this: P1 upon P2. Sir, NR cancel, number of moles are not changing for both the curves. NR cancel, so that becomes T1 upon T2. Now if this numerator is more, this numerator must be more. If this numerator is less, this numerator must be less. इकडचा न्यूमरेटर मोठा असेल तर इकडचा पण न्यूमरेटर मोठा, इकडचा न्यूमरेटर लहान असेल तर इकडचा पण न्यूमरेटर लहान. Now P1 is less than P2. If this numerator is less, then this numerator must be less because there is equality. So as P1 is less than P2, if this numerator is less, this numerator must be less, because as P1 is less than P2, therefore as P1 is less than P2, T1 is less than T2. This is the answer. Tell me, standard method. Clear? Clear? Standard method. We will write the ideal gas equation at 2 points. First point will be on the first curve, second point will be on the second curve. We will be drawing the vertical line which will maintain the volume constant at both the points, and we will do the comparison of pressures. Fine. Alright sir. If you do not understand this, go with this method. Okay, this method gives a more insight to the solution. Okay, fine sir. Next, let us solve the next question, that is question number 26. Let us see now what is given in the question number 26. But before that, now I want reply from everyone. Are you getting whatever we are solving? Are you getting? Everyone shall reply now. That won't take much time. Just reply me yes or no. समझायला लागले ना? Last 2 lectures we have taken many efforts, okay, and now these questions have become very easy. Good, very good. Good. Direction of arrow doesn't matter. Yes. That is also true. That is also true. Okay, and that may create a kind of confusion, but we were observing. I said that while moving from process 1 to process 2, pressure was increasing, and hence while moving from process 1 to process 2, temperature will increase. म्हणून process 1 to process 2 कडे जाताना temperature increase, and hence T2 was more, and by that logic these arrows were drawn. This is also true. This is also true. So let's not use this. Use this. Okay, good. समजा लागले तुम्हाला? Good. तुम्ही विचार करताय, तुम्ही स्वतःहून सांगताय सर इथे direction of arrow does not matter. That means you have got what is the fundamental thing. Okay, now you have developed some analytical skills as well. Now you can decide on your own without help of your teacher, and that is the thing which is required. माझ्या मदतीशिवाय तुम्हाला यायला पाहिजे. इनिशियली नाही येणार, तोपर्यंत घेत राहा माझी मदत. एखाद्याला 2 महिने मदत करावी लागेल मला, एखाद्याला 6 महिने करावी लागेल, एखाद्याला 1 वर्ष पण करावी लागेल, but ultimately all of you will become independent. Just don't worry. Fine, sir. Next. Where is that question? परत गेला बघा question कुठं. एक second. Just give me a second. Question number 26. We'll solve the question number 26 now. So let me read the question number 26. You try to extract the data along with me. During an adiabatic change, okay, adiabatic change. So process is adiabatic. Immediately you shall write heat exchange 0. Yes, adiabatic. During an adiabatic change for monoatomic gas, okay, we are given monoatomic gas. Fine, sir. Monoatomic means the degrees of freedom F equal to 3. This should strike your head immediately. Okay, this should strike in your head immediately that degrees of freedom equal to 3. The relation between the pressure of a gas and the temperature is, pressure and temperature relation is, pressure is proportional to temperature raised to x, where value of x is numerical type question. Value of x is equal to question mark. This is the question. Fine. We will see how to tackle such kind of questions. We will see how to tackle such kind of questions. Fine, sir. We are asked P proportional to T raised to what? We are asked P proportional to T raised to what? This is a typical kind of question which is generally asked for any kind of process. It can be asked for isothermal process. It can be asked for adiabatic process. In general, any kind of process. Means you will observe such kind of varieties in this question. Okay. Pressure, temperature, pressure, volume, and volume temperature. These are the other types of this question. And adiabatic, isothermal, and in general any process. In general any process they can ask such kind of question. Okay? There is a standard method to do such kind of question. Okay, what is the standard method? Let's see. The method is like this. Okay, first of all, write ideal gas equation. Yesterday homework had one question like that. Okay, good. You did yesterday's homework. That's very good thing. So you now can relate the things with it. Very good. Fine. There is standard method to do this. Okay, the standard method generally avoid the waste of time done in trials and errors. Okay, so try to remember the standard methods. See, basic fundamental जे काय thermodynamics आहे ना ते तुम्हाला शिकून झालेलं आहे. Now you are basically independent. Okay, but that will lead to doing trial and error and then finding the answer after a large amount of time. No, I will reduce the time as well. See what is the standard method. The very first thing that you should do is write the ideal gas equation. Okay, this is the first way. Fine. Now second thing is we want to write pressure volume relation. Process is adiabatic. Okay. So after writing this equation, this is to be satisfied whether the process is isothermal, adiabatic, isochoric, whatever the process is there, gas is ideal. So this is to be satisfied. Now go to the data given in the question. The process is adiabatic. Okay, you might use this, but right now this word is more useful than this equation. So the process is adiabatic. So whatever state relation you know for adiabatic, you should write that. Whatever, sometimes let's say they wrote isothermal, then whatever state equation you know for isothermal, you should write that. Sometimes they may say isochoric, whatever state equation you know for isochoric, you should write that. Now, what are the state equations for adiabatic, isothermal, and isochoric? For adiabatic, PV raised to gamma is equal to constant. This is the state equation for adiabatic. For isothermal, where temperature is constant, you will write PV equal to constant. This is the equation. This is the state equation for isothermal. And there is one more equation for isochoric. Isochoric means volume constant. PV equal to nRT, volume constant. So pressure directly proportional to temperature, or pressure upon temperature is constant. So this is adiabatic state equation. this is isothermal state equation, and this is isochoric state equation. Okay, the second task is to write down the state equation. Okay, what is the state equation for adiabatic? Sir, it is PV raised to gamma is equal to constant. Okay, this is PV raised to gamma is equal to constant. Fine, sir, no issues. Now we want to write the relation between pressure and temperature. We want to relation between pressure and temperature. It simply means we need to eliminate volume. We want relation between pressure and temperature. It means we need to eliminate volume. A very simple way says that find out the value of volume from this and put it here. Okay, so जे काही प्रोसेस दिली आहे त्या प्रोसेसचं स्टेट इक्वेशन इथे लिहायचं. Okay, and the variable that you don't want, you will calculate that variable from this equation. If you want pressure, you can calculate. If you want to eliminate volume, you can calculate. If you want to eliminate temperature, you can calculate. So जे eliminate करायचं आहे ते या इक्वेशन मधनं कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं आणि स्टेट इक्वेशन मध्ये टाकायचं. You get the answer. That's it. Fine, sir. So let's eliminate pressure. No, let's eliminate volume. So equation 1 in equation 2. Using equation 1 in equation 2. Just give me a second, जरा fan लावू दे मला. करताय का अजून? Fine. What is to be done? Sir, we were replacing the volume. Okay, so find out value of volume from equation 1, put it here. So P as it is. Instead of volume, you will write nRT upon P. nRT upon P. So we replace the volume. Raised to gamma will remain as it is equal to constant will remain as it is. Okay, now try to rearrange this equation in this fashion. Try to rearrange this equation in this fashion. Okay, so that P will remain as it is. This n raised to gamma, r raised to gamma, t raised to gamma, and p raised to gamma. N raised to gamma, r raised to gamma, t raised to gamma divided by this p raised to gamma. Okay, is equal to constant. Is equal to constant. Now see, whatever the constants are there, you can just forget about those constants. N raised to gamma is constant, r raised to gamma is constant. Yes, sir. This k is also the constant. So you can write a new constant k dash. या सगळ्यांचा एकच constant लिहिला. New constant k dash. P upon p raised to gamma into t raised to gamma. Sir, this is p raised to 1. P raised to 1 upon p raised to gamma. P raised to 1 upon p raised to gamma. So p raised to 1 minus gamma into t raised to gamma is equal to constant. Some another constant k dash. Sir, arrange equation like this: p proportional to t raised to x. Yes. So let us write p raised to 1 minus gamma is equal to k raised to dash. Sorry, not k raised to dash. K dash divided by t raised to gamma. Yes, sir. Now, sir, bring the proportionality by just removing this constant. P raised to 1 minus gamma is proportional to this t in the numerator. So that will become minus gamma. T raised to minus gamma. But sir, here we have raised to 1 minus gamma. What to do now? We have raised to 1 minus gamma. What to do now? Very simple thing. Very simple thing. Let's say if you have p square, sir, we want p raised to 1. Then what you will do? You will take square root. Sir, we have 2.3. What you will do? You will take 1 upon 2.3. Means if there is square, you will take square root. If there is cube, you will take cube root. So similarly, if there is 1 minus gamma, what you will take? You will take 1 minus gamma root. Understand once again. If there is square, you will take second root. If there is p cube, then you will take third root. Okay, and like this, if there is 1 minus gamma, you will take 1 minus gamma root on both these sides. Try to understand. Dealing with the indices now. Deal with the indices properly. That's not a big task. Just follow me. जसं मी सांगतोय तसं फक्त करत राहा. एक स्टँडर्ड मेथड डिझाइन केलेली आहे मी. Just follow it. Fine, sir. Now you know index of index is multiplication of index. Index of index is multiplication of index. 1 minus gamma multiplied by 1 upon 1 minus gamma. This is a bigger index. Index of index is multiplication of index. Here also index of index is multiplication of index. Minus gamma multiplied by 1 upon 1 minus gamma. Okay, sir. Fine. And this is the proportionality. So here, sir, 1 minus gamma cancels. So pressure raised to 1 or simply pressure proportional to T raised to, sir, minus gamma divided by 1 minus gamma. Minus gamma divided by 1 minus gamma. And now, sir, compare this equation with P proportional to T raised to X. We get X equal to minus gamma upon 1 minus gamma. Is that okay? Let me know in the chat box. Bola. Write it and let me know in the chat box. A standard way. First write ideal gas equation, then write process equation or the state equation of the given process, then eliminate the variable that you don't want. If you want volume, find out the replacement of volume from ideal gas equation. If you don't want temperature, find out the replacement of temperature from ideal gas equation. Put it in the state equation and keep on doing the rearrangements until you get the required format. बघा बाळांनो, समजतंय का? Next, now we are given monoatomic gas, right? Wherein degrees of freedom are equal to 3. We know gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 by F. All of us certainly know this. Gamma equal to 1 plus 2 by F. Yes, sir. So 1 plus 2 upon 3. That will be equal to 3 plus 2 is 5 upon 3. Okay, sir. Now put the value of gamma in the equation. X is equal to minus of 3 upon 5 divided by 1 minus, do not get confused with the sign. Gamma is a positive value. Minus as it is, 1 as it is. Minus as it is, 1 as it is. Minus as it is. And the gamma is 5 by 3. Gamma is always greater than 1. Greater than 1 means it is always positive also. Fine, sir. I made a mistake. I wrote here 3 upon 5. Sir, gamma is 5 upon 3. Gamma is 5 upon 3. Fine, sir. So this minus 5 upon 3 divided by 3 minus 5 upon 3. Sir, this upon 3 will get cancelled. This minus 5 will remain as it is. This 3 minus 5 is minus 2. So answer is 5 by 2 or simply 2.5. Check if I am right or wrong. Cross check me with their answer. बोला काय आलं बाळा आन्सर? 5 by 2 आलं ना? Option B, Bombay. Yes. Everyone reply me in the chat box. Clear and written. We have designed one method. With this method, we assure that we get the 4 marks of the question. From left side, last step. Okay. Left side ची last step. Okay. बघ इथं बाळ. इथं P raised to 1 minus gamma आहे. आपल्याला काय पाहिजे? P raised to 1 पाहिजे. सपोज बाळ P square असेल. P square असेल आणि तुला P raised to 1 पाहिजे तर तू काय करतोस? सेकंड रूट घेतोस. सेकंड रूटलाच स्क्वेअर रूट असं म्हणतात. If there is P cube and you want P raised to 1, you will take cube root. Similarly, if there is P raised to x, you will take P raised to 1 upon x. Means you will take x root. Here you have taken third root. Here you have taken second root. So if they have written P raised to 1 minus gamma and you want P raised to 1, then you will take 1 minus gammath root. You take 1 minus gammath root on both the sides. Taking square root on both the sides, taking cube root on both the sides. तसं बाळ काय करायचं आहे? Taking taking 1 minus gamma root on both the side. मग इंडेक्स ऑफ इंडेक्स काय होणार बघा, मल्टिप्लिकेशन ऑफ इंडेक्स 1 minus gamma will be multiplied to 1 upon 1 minus gamma. So index ची multiplication minus gamma will be multiplied with 1 upon 1 minus gamma, minus gamma with 1 upon 1 minus gamma. This 1 minus gamma, 1 minus gamma cancel, p raised to 1, p raised to 1, proportional t minus gamma upon 1 minus gamma. Now comparing with p proportional to t raised to x, value of x is this, value of x is this. Now gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 by f, gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 by f, standard equation of the gamma we know. F degrees of freedom equal to 3, given that it is monoatomic gas. So find out the value of gamma, put that value of gamma here, put that value of gamma here, calculate to get the final answer. Is that clear now? Aditya, is that clear? समजलं का बाळ? ही स्टेप समजली नसेल तुला. p raised to 1 पाहिजे ना आपल्याला बाळ. सो काय करशील, p raised to 3 असेल तर क्यूब रूट घेतला असतोस. मग p raised to 1 minus gamma असेल तर 1 minus gammath root असं म्हणायचं त्याला. Okay, it is called as 1 minus gammath root. Okay, you will understand. Okay, हळूहळू तुम्हाला समजेल. टीचं नाही कळलं, आता कुठलं नाही कळलं? इथं कसं आहे, this p entire term proportional to t raised to this entire term. आता सगळं समजलंय का? कुठली स्टेप समजली आहे सांग? लेफ्ट साइडची, राईट साइडची, शेवटून कितवी, सगळं समजलंय ना आता? बरं ठीक आहे, फाईन. एनीवन हॅज एनी डाऊट? कुठल्या मॅथमॅटिक्स मध्ये पण जर असा डाऊट आला तर सांगत चला मला. गुड. And slowly you will be used to all such kind of mathematics also. Such kind of mathematics is required for this chapter. तेही लक्षात घ्या. रूट घेणं, सेकंड रूट घेणं म्हणजे स्क्वेअर रूट, थर्ड रूट घेणं म्हणजे क्यूब रूट, अँड सो ऑन. How much time we have? It's 11 not 7. Okay, we have 5 minutes also. Okay, let us solve one question. 27, example 27. In the figure shown, one of the curve is for adiabatic, okay, and one is for the isothermal process. The most probable curve for the adiabatic process is given by the curve. Okay, so such kind of questions will bring a smile on our face because these are very easy type of questions. Question number 27 it is. They want you to identify the adiabatic curve. Okay, what are the options? A, B, C, D, E, F, all of them. Okay, they want you to identify adiabatic curve. You have already been prepared for such question. कुठं कुठं लिहिलंय ABCD, इथे कुठेतरी AB लिहिलंय बघा, A to B. Fine, it's isobaric curve, it's not adiabatic. Pressure volume diagram is given, right? AB is isothermal, C and D, okay, E and F. Okay, tell me which one is the adiabatic? Certainly this will not be adiabatic, this is isobaric, forget about it. Now answer must be either EF or CD, EF or CD. Which is the adiabatic and what is the criteria? Criteria काय असेल? They are saying that one of them is adiabatic, one of them is isothermal. Criteria काय सांगा बाळांनो? Answer सगळेजण बरोबर देतात. Very good, that is perfect. So you know how to calculate, how to answer this question. Logic is known, but tell me the logic. Let me verify. Correct. Logic is also given correct. Everyone shall give that logic. Slope of the curve. Slope of the curve that we should see. Where is the stiffness more? Sir, curve CD is more stiff. Or curve CD has more slopes. Slopes and numerical values. Numerical values of the curve CD are more than the EF. Okay. So certainly this is going to be adiabatic. So right here in the graph itself, identifying the curves that we have done. Not only identification of the curve, but also comparison of the pressures and the work done in the different curves we have performed. equal expansion, equal compression, that kind of examples we have done already. Fine, sir. Next. Question number 28 is a very easy task for you. It's a first law of thermodynamics applied. You just do it on your own now. Okay, you just do it on your own now. Question number 29, area under the trapezium, area of the trapezium. त्यासाठी सर नको लावायला पाहिजेत. Okay. Question number 30, cyclic process, area of the triangle kara enclosed area is going to be the work done. So question number 30 is also done. Question number 31 is a little bit of logic that I may solve in the next lecture. You can also go for it. Question number 32, identifying the curve and comparing the work done. Identifying the curves and comparing the work done. Question number 32, that you can do on your own. Question number 33, I will solve it. Question number 33. Question number 34, I will solve it. Okay. Question number 34, I will solve. 35, I will solve. So take the homework. This is not to be submitted. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Others, I will solve. 31, if not possible 31, I will solve it later. Okay, but you just try it. Okay? Are the things taught in today's lecture clear to all of you? Enjoy today's lecture, everyone. Reply me in the chat box. Shall we end this lecture? बोला बाळांनो, समजलं सगळं शिकवलेलं? मजा आली तुम्हाला? Good. Yes. Chalo, bye bye everyone. Let me end this lecture at this point. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay, same time. Chalo, bye.